Hi, good morning. It's Ange Sinclair from Digestive Detective. I just wanted to get in touch with you after the conference that I went to, the symposium last weekend, and talk to you about the three things that I got out of that conference. And the first one was about gluten. And gluten, Dr. Alessio Fasano, who's the world renowned gastroenterologist on the subject of gluten, he discovered the protein zonulin that opens tight junctions in the small intestine. So what he talked about, he said everybody has a reaction to gluten within a 6 to 8 hour window after actually consuming it. And his thought was, if there's an environmental issue and if there is a genetic issue, they can come together, and that sometimes causes a problem. Lots of people don't have that problem, but some do. So it was really good to hear him say that. So before you rush out and go off gluten and think gluten's the enemy, it's worthwhile getting tested. There's so many Australians and people from all around the world walking around with gluten disease, and they don't actually know it. So some things to think about is to definitely go, if you have any sort of digestive problem that you can't pinpoint, constipation, diarrhea, any other things that aren't gastrointestinal related, like chicken skin on the back of your arms, osteopenia, osteoporosis, things like that, malabsorption syndromes, all those sorts of things. So if that sounds like you, get tested. The gold standard for gluten testing is to have a biopsy of your small intestine. So if you go off gluten, they can't do that test. So it's best to stay on gluten, get tested, and then try again. And the second thing was stress. So stress is all around us everywhere. So one of the big things that we need to take away is we need to deal with that stress on a daily basis. You know, we really need to take time out. Stress is the cause of disease. So we have environmental stress. So there's more toxins and pollutants, glyphosate, in the environment than ever before. And so what we're looking to do now is to reduce our exposure to that. So think about what you put on your skin every day, in your hair, on your face, what you ingest, or the water you drink, all of those sorts of things. So try and cut that, your exposure to that as much as you can, and don't add unnecessary burdens with chemical things. Also, stress that we put on ourselves, where the world is constantly busy, 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 and we don't need to be that busy. So what you need to do is take a step back, say yes to the things you're desperate to say yes to, say no to the other things. Don't take on all that stress because it will affect your health. And the last thing that I'm particularly excited about was food, because I love food. And so the thing that I took away from Deanna Minnick, who's a worldwide guru on nutrition, was eat food, eat lots of food. But remember, that food that you eat provides every single piece of information that your body utilizes. So if you put crap in, you're going to get crap out. So my suggestion is find the foods that work for you. Don't just jump onto the paleo diet because that's the diet of the moment. Find out what actually works for you. Find out what your body doesn't like and find out what it does like. I can help you with that if you need help, but don't put up with bad food, because if you do, your genetics and your environment come together, that's when you give yourself the opportunity to create disease. So food, eat it every day and eat lots of it, and eat variety, especially variety with fruit and vegetables. After talking to, I actually got a 5-minute window to sit down and talk to Dr. Fasano one-on-one, and I nearly wet my pants. It was so exciting. And so one of the things that we talked about was probiotics and how that's developing within the world right now. And one of the things he did say to me is, we don't really know where we're going with probiotics or what's that doing to our microbiome, but we do know that they fix the things in the short term, and that as time goes on we'll know more. But one of the key things that I thought about was they know as much as everybody else knows. You know, it's a cutting edge subject at the minute. It's on the cusp of absolute explosion, the microbiome. So there's still so much that's undiscovered and unknown. So I think one of the things we need to take away is do the best you can. You don't have to be perfect every day, but just do the best you can. And if you need any extra support or any help, give me a call and we can have a chat about it. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.